So, this is a video that is going to be a little bit later than I expected, but I'm still going to be covering some new information about a most recent development in the My Hero Academia fandom, and we are going to be talking about the potential of the most recent My Hero Academia movie news right now. Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Manga Drew, and I'm here to cover the information for My Hero Academia Movie 4 that was released about a week ago. Yes, I'm a little bit late, and it has to do with a little bit of motivation, but also because I've been a little bit sick the past few weeks, or week. But I am doing a lot better now, as you can hear. I am a lot better. Thank you for anyone who was concerned about my health. I really appreciate it. But now I'm going to be diving into some new information about the upcoming movie. And to start off, the reasoning why I didn't jump on it as soon as possible is because I wanted to wait for a little bit more information to come out. More specifically, information when it comes to what this movie could potentially be about. Because as far as we know, when this first news broke, we just had a small snippet of information that wasn't translated, as well as just a page, which I will be putting on the screen right now, where it pretty much confirms that My Hero Academia's fourth movie will be announced. And we just didn't have a whole lot of information up until that point, but now we have a little bit more information, not only from a translation from what Horikoshis said, but also just more information that has just been sprinkled in past that date where it was first revealed. So, let's dive into the information that we have right now, starting with the little blurb that was underneath this poster or this article or this representation that reveals that the My Hero Academia fourth movie will be coming out soon. And we'll start off with the Horikoshis comment regarding the fourth movie, where he says, "Hello everyone, I'm Kohei Horikoshi, author of My Hero Academia. A fourth movie for My Hero Academia has been confirmed, and thanks to your support, thank you so much. Bones and Toho are already working on new seasons of the anime non-stop, so I was really surprised when they told me that there would be a new movie. I couldn't help but think back to my childhood when a new Dragon Ball movie was released every year. Those made me so excited that I remembered sitting in the movie theater with my heart racing like crazy. So I hope the next generation of kids around the world can enjoy this movie just as much as me back then. It'll take place after the war from season 6, meaning that the collapsed society will be the stage this time. After having been through so much and learning so many things, who will Deku and his friends fight against this time? What will they protect? Look forward to it." With this information in mind, we have a fair amount that we can speculate for what the fourth movie is going to be about. For instance, we get confirmation that this movie is most likely being worked on around the same time as season 6 when it was produced, and potentially is going to be worked on until it's finished, as well as potentially just more confirmation that season 7 is being worked on. And for clarification, from what I am aware of, there is no specific release date or year where season 7 will be released. We know that it is coming, but we do not know what time frame it is actually going to be released, from my understanding. And going a little bit more on what Horikoshi said, mainly what this comment is most likely referring to is the idea that My Hero Academia will be having 10 plus movies, or will have 10 years worth of movies. And whether or not it's going to be 10 years worth of movies or just 10 movies total, at the very least when it comes to this fourth movie, we know for a fact when it's going to be set place. And this is something that has been a running theme when it comes to the movies, how each one of them is for the most part canon, but can be fitted and slotted into the story relatively easily. The first movie happens within a week between the end of the school year and the beginning of the summer camp training arc, or the forced training camp arc. The second movie takes place around the time between where My Villain Academia would take place, as well as when joint training was occurring. The third movie actually pretty much happens in between the time between the Hero Endeavor Agency arc, as well as the beginning of the First War. Confirmation for this movie is going to be happening between the interim of when the First War ended and before the Second War begins. But most likely based off what Horikoshi is saying, specifically between the reveal of what Star and Stripe was at the end of the Dark Deku Vigilante arc, right before either what is happening potentially with Aoyama, or at the very, very bare minimum, what is happening with the Second War. So this is going to be interesting, and the implications that we're getting in this is that there's going to be an enemy that is going to be challenging not just Deku, but his friends as well. And how this is all going to be taking place within the Destroyed Hero Society means that most likely than not, it is going to be taking place here in Japan on the main island. Which is funny because this would mean that it would be the first movie of the 4 that actually takes place in Japan's main island proper. And how, with a little bit more confirmation, we know that the 4th movie will have an original story supervised by Kohei Horikoshi based on the character's original plans and following the same timeline as the TV anime series. The film will set in a collapsed society. More information will be revealed in the future. And this is something interesting when it comes to the character's original plans and following the same timeline as the TV anime series. Because we do not know what the original plan would be. Maybe it's the original plan for the manga currently, the original plan for what Horikoshi had before he made changes, because we know for a fact that many of the movies, or at least the second movie, is based off quote-unquote a original plan that he had for the ending of the series. So this does not give us exactly what's going on, but we do know for a fact that because Kohei Horikoshi is writing it and is supervising it, that this is a story that he has made that could fit within the main story of the manga and can be objectively considered canon if he's the one writing it. And also, we do have an announcement video that I may or may not read, but we do have the first initial teaser visual for the 4th movie. And we see that it's Deku in his just full, not necessarily his vigilante attire, but the attire that he has post vigilante before the war, because we see that he has the specially made gloves with the armed restraint that, spoilers for what we get in the manga, Mei Hatsume makes, as well as it has a sort of black background with All Might in the back. But it seems as if All Might is wearing more of his original hero attire when he was in the States. So potentially this could be a story of All Might fighting against a villain that he fought in his past that now these characters have to fight, because we know for a fact that many of the villains that they would most likely fight are ones that were able to escape from Tartarus. And I just quickly watched the trailer itself, and just for confirmation, the 4th movie is literally going to be called My Hero Academia, the movie. So it's not just going to have a underlining with Heroes Mission or Heroes Rising or Two Heroes. It's literally just the movie, and the top part is My Hero Academia. So this is very interesting, and I think this is going to show that this is going to be, if any of the movies aren't considered canon, which they are, this is probably going to be the one that is the most canonical to the series. So it's going to be very interesting. I can't wait to see where Horikoshi is going to be going with the story, because he's the one supervising it, but from what I can gather, that's all information that we have for right now. I may eventually make a follow-up to this video when more information has been released, but this is as much as we have for at this moment. So, let me ask you guys, what do you think of the information that I provided you? Do you think that this is going to be another banger movie, or do you not even like the movies of My Hero Academia at all? And are you excited? Leave your thoughts down below. I would love to read them. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I upload more content like this. Do all that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye!